Welcome back, YouTube. What is going on? So today, we're located out here deep in Decula, Georgia. And we want to take a look at this here particular listing today because I thought it was a unique one, as most of the ones that I'll show you guys. As we look at the rock climbing groups for this tree right here, which is unique as well. So we're looking at right now the front part of this lot that's 2.5 acres. But today, as I stated before, we're going to showcase this here listing. All right, take a look at this home. Already you kind of getting a unique exterior statement that it's making with the darker chocolate brown and the lighter beige. Okay, so let's get a little closer here. All right, and as we get ready to tour inside of this home, I want to know the feeling that it gives you really almost as soon as you walk in. Pretty much as soon as you walk in, how does this home speak to you? What does it say? Very large front porch, in really good condition as well. Look at the work on the poles right here. Check that out. See that? It almost has like a chisel look to it. Okay? That's pretty cool. It's a nest up there as well, if you guys can see it. All right, now here's a closer look of the exterior wall. So you have this wood on the outside that looks like it's been largely chiseled, and then you have a more of like a stucco lighter color in between. So it almost looks like a layered chocolate cake is the best way I could pretty much explain it. So, but let's go ahead and take a look inside and let me know what you guys think. And here we are. So this is entering the home. Today we're going to be touring about 3,664 square feet of interior space. So you're looking at a little over 3,600 square feet. So as we walk into this home, what immediately stands out to you when I open that door? So you got your stairs over to the left right here. You have I believe this is a storage closet. This home was built in 1991. It is a 5-bedroom, 4-bath home. Floors are in really good condition, and there's more of this woodwork, chisel woodwork on the wall. Guys, this is so authentic that if you catch it the wrong way, you'll catch a splinter. That's how authentic this feels, and it also has the slightest of wood smell in here too. Not overpowering, but along with the sights, it really does bring the mind into a log cabin feel, of obviously with a different type of feeling or look on the wall, because you don't have the log on the wall, you have the flat wood pieces. So as we look up into the rafters up there, we take a look at the fireplace. The slate work on the fireplace looks nice, looks really good. As we look immediately out into what could be the breakfast nook area. Right now, we're currently standing in the family room area, and we're looking directly at the kitchen. So as we approach the kitchen here, you can see you do have a large island. You have room for your seating as well. And straight ahead, you don't have any backsplash on the wall. I guess if it was a knock to have here, that might be useful. I believe a backsplash on that wall will really help set this kitchen off, because I do feel like that's what it's missing. Like right along, starting from this wall here, going all the way around, and then just finishing right here would be a really nice look. Nonetheless, this is your kitchen. It is a sizable kitchen for this here particular home. Now, the previous owner did have a book here to showcase some of their work. We won't go through the entire book, but let's take a couple of flips here, and this just discusses some of their previous work, the work that they've done here, and things of that nature. So it is always nice if you're listing a home, a very unique home, and you do have literature to go with the home of what's been done with it, almost like a beautiful restoration on a car. It does really help bring in that prospective buyer, and it gives the home character that most homes today do not have. So we'll keep moving on because we got a lot to tour here today. But that theme from the outside, like I said, carries on the inside, but now you're dealing with a lighter color wood, which is good. I think it does help the interior of the house. You do have a Forno appliance package here, which is a really good system for your burners. And you got your farmhouse apron sink right here. Little low on the cabinet, on the countertops, but that might just because I'm tall, might be the case. And you have your dishwasher right here, and then over here you got your microwave. So not the automatic microwave system setup, but hey, you got it in there just like most new construction homes have it. You don't have a pot filler here, but you do have your stainless steel hood, which I don't think would be a deal breaker, right? So coming out onto the deck area, this is a very, very large deck, guys. I mean, this literally goes from one side of the home all the way to the other side of the house. Very large entertainment area. Deck looks to be in pretty good condition as well. It has some age to it, but it does not appear to be overly deteriorating in any certain area to compromise structural integrity. So we get up here by you got a nice hot tub set up here. Okay. With your seating right there. Okay, that's nice. And there's more of your 2.5 acres as you look out there to all of your space on this lot. All right, comment below if you know what this tank is. So this is a septic tank setup, and that's what that is sitting there. When last time you guys seen one of those? And here is the roof for the covered deck area here. So it is partially covered, but this kind of goes to my point that I made earlier on a previous showing or walkthrough that we did, where it's nice to have a lot of this area covered because it lends it to being a lot more useful to do many more things. And if some of it's uncovered, that's fine, as you have this curved section or this jut out that's not covered. That's fine. And you also have a 2-story deck, so you have steps straight ahead of us that go up and over into a room upstairs that we'll check out here shortly. So coming away from this massive massive deck, we come back in. Where you guys want to go? Let's go to the left. We'll go to the left. I mean, just right there, that's just a beautiful shot, man. Absolutely beautiful. So this is the window here that's right above the family room area. This home is absolutely stunning, man. I think it fits that log cabin theme. It does it well. It does it and it does it well, basically. So this is your mudroom area, more or less. You have all your nice large open windows. You got your storage set up here. This is a huge window right here. And I kind of like the way they did this here too. So you got your stone and your wood right next to each other. It's a nice contrast. In your mind, you're like, oh, that won't work, but it actually kind of works to have that stone and wood right next to each other. That's a shot of the kitchen there from where we are. Then we go into, I think this is just the garage here. Yeah, that's the garage. So you got a nice 2-car garage. You also have storage over there as well. And even in the garage, you have that chiseling of the wood there. Okay, wood ceilings. So definitely a unique home. Now, begs the question, do you see yourself staying here as a primary home? Or does this just give a retreat or a vacation type living style? Now, this also does something that I like as well. You guys have seen me mention it in numerous homes. It's always nice to have a dark colored tile coming from your garage or whatever your main entry exit way from your home and to your mudroom. Simply for the fact that this is going to be a high traffic area with shoes. And the darker the floor, the easier the maintenance. And something like this is perfect, okay? It's all a statement that I like making all the time, and that's why I make it, because it just makes upkeep and cleaning a lot easier. So they didn't even go with wood in here, with a hardy, dark colored, large size tile. and it helps. The white here could have been a darker color, but since it's a just where the coats would be, or like hanging, that should be fine, okay? So we'll go ahead and come out of this room here. We'll go straight back across. This is where we came in. So what are your thoughts so far? Getting vacation home vibes? Check out your linear pendant lights there. They look good. They fit the theme. They fit the ambiance really, really well. And this home photos well too. So we're gonna come down this hallway right here. Now you do not have the wood theme here on the walls here. So in this hallway. So over to the left, we have a bedroom here. So not the largest of rooms, but you do have a closet. That's a closet here. Yep. Okay. Nonetheless, you have it. And there's also like the log interlocking of the logs here too. You can see how they kind of cut these at an angle. Comment below on what that's exactly called. But that's locks the logs in. Okay? And then here's the ceiling in here. I want to get that. So you do have it here. It's kind of a hybrid look. All right. We come out of this room and we head over to this would be your guest full bedroom. Oh, excuse me, full bathroom. You got your toilet. You got your vintage tub here. If you know what decade or decades this shower tub combo comes from, comment it below. We've seen a few vintage homes that have that same setup, original and aftermarket, like this one does. But nonetheless, very large tub. Then you have your bowl sink here, and that's your setup there. So more of a vintage bathroom here, a lot earlier than the 90s theme though. So yeah, it's pretty cool on how that's set up. How do you guys feel about the freestanding sinks, the bowl sinks? You think that's still popular? All right, so we come out of that bathroom. It's a pretty good size guest bathroom too. Pretty spacious. And we come into another bedroom, which I'm not sure which one this one is. This is the primary, it might be. So this is kind of like a smaller closet. Yeah. Some interesting hooks right there. And I'm telling you, the deck goes on for days. It's still, you can exit out onto the deck from this room. All right. Now, if you notice in here, the center, I don't know if it shows it well on the video, but this is a little darker now than the other main room or the rest of the house. But I really wish you guys could get a chance to feel and see this texture right here. It gives a very high appreciation of the work that was done there. It looks great. And then to also have it on the rafters up top too, the beams up top look really, really good. Okay, they did put LED lighting in this home as well, which actually helps too. So, all right, then we're gonna go into the bathroom. Okay, yeah. So this is the primary bedroom because this is the primary bath. So you got your double vanity setup right here. Okay, nice. You got a little tiny chandelier here that's over your tub here with the same setup, with the same vintage faucet setup, okay? But the tub needs to be a little more modern. It's on the floor versus being raised up on legs. This is a closet. I missed this earlier, okay? I would say it's a walk-in. Yeah, it's a walk-in that comes over to a 90-degree turn. All right, and then straight ahead, you have your toilet on the right. Then you have your large wet room, essentially, or your double shower head set up. There and there. That's cool. That's a unique. I'm not sure what that is. Comment below if you guys know what that is. It's kind of like an accordion type. I don't know. Wall. Interesting. So you have your wand there, okay? Your LED lighting. I love the vintage feel of this home. I've been in a few vintage homes, and this does definitely feel nice, but it just does something to speak to the character of the home a lot, to have that feel. You got this nice white hardstone backing here too. That's pretty neat. It's really cool. You have a ledge there if you need to put things up while you're in your tub, and you have a nice view out back. Okay. But where I was going earlier is it's nice to have a vintage home like this, but it's also good to have the LED lighting because that helps brighten up the home in areas where you need it, especially the bathroom. So not as bright lighting down the hallway, which is fine, but this is a 2-story. So that concludes the 2 on the first floor. Let's go upstairs and check the second floor. All right, so we come around here. What are you guys thinking here? All right, so we come up. This is the view as we come up the stairs to the right. And I'm gonna bring you guys around here to see the upstairs loft bar. So you got a bar up here for all of your entertainment needs, okay? With your 2 port windows. And of course, the wood theme continues upstairs as well. You're a lot closer to the wood. Okay, and we can get a real close look at that beam going across there in that detail. Okay, that's our chandelier over here to the right, overlooking the main floor. And we're going to go to a sunken catwalk. Now, I thought this was interesting because we toured down below, okay? That's where the storage area was, and over here was that larger window. And it just gives a nice look or feel to split that room via the catwalk as we go into the bonus room. So bonus room, free roam over garage, frog room. That's where we are right now. So this is nice. They got carpet up here, nice view over the front of the property. All right, looks really, really good. Nice lights in here too. It also has its own bathroom and sitting area here as well. And you can go out of this door to the second level of the deck that we looked at before as you take a peek down there. So very large deck going from left of the property to the right, and you have access out of many rooms to the back of the property. I thought that was really nice. And check out the floor here. Isn't that a cool floor? So you got a brick floor for your bathroom in here. Nice simple setup. It don't need to be that elaborate, right? But it does it well. The home gives, and look at the large glass pane door here to this room. The home obviously gives log cabin feel, okay? Log cabin vibe. And it doesn't shy away from it. It does it perfectly. It even has the footrest for the bar stools of your choice here. The small things, man, the small things. All right, as we roll on down here, these are a collection of smaller rooms here, like kind of smaller storage rooms. Okay, so this is an actual closet. It's not open to the attic space. So I do like how they took some of the areas in it that were in between, and instead of just leaving it open, they actually used it to make storage here. So they have drawers in the door there. And there's more of that down here. What's this room here? Okay, yeah, so this is just another storage closet. There's no light in here. A light would be nice in here. But nonetheless, you have storage there, okay? And this is the other room. All right, as we take a look in here, even this smaller room has a really nice ceiling layout. But as you can see, all along the walls, they took time to use that space for extra storage, like doors and drawers and stuff like that. I thought that was really, really unique and cool, right? I mean, they could have easily just left this open, but they made it presentable. Making something presentable makes it look clean. And making something look clean means you took your time with it. and you cared about it. All right, especially when it comes to these custom homes. So that concludes our tour of this here particular home. I missed the bathroom right here, guys. So this is the upstairs bathroom. I'll walk right by it, okay? There we go. See, nice double mirror setup, nice vanity, LEDs, nice and bright in this bathroom. This is your toilet there. And here's your large shower. This is a big shower, guys, for a guest, upstairs guest bathroom. Look at that shower. No tub, but I mean, that's impressive. All right, so now that concludes our tour. All right, so let's get downstairs and I'm gonna let you guys go. Let's talk numbers real quick and I'll see you guys downstairs. All right. All right, guys. So that concludes our tour of this here property located out here in Decula, Georgia. What did you guys think? We toured the property top to bottom and even this extremely large deck from left to right of the property. Definitely a unique home. It absolutely screams log cabin retreat for sure. But can you see yourself living here as your primary residence? I mean, it offers everything that you would need. And of course, it just gives that cozy feel. Now, I say cozy, but this is a sizable house. We're looking at 3,664 square feet. So a very sizable home, well over 3,600 square feet. Now, it is a 5-bedroom, 4-bath setup. And this home was built in 1991. They do have documentation here that basically describes and talks about their work, as I mentioned previously in our walkthrough, that they do. They do a lot of like not common, that's not the word. They do a lot of woodworking, between ironworking and woodworking, and that really shows here. The deep chiseling in the wood accents of this home, or the wood beams of this home, really show, and it attracts the eye. It definitely attracted my eye. It was hard to walk by any of that closely and not look at the detail that they put into this home. Now, you're sitting on 2.5 acres out here as well. So the home sits pretty nicely within that 2.5 acres. I do not feel at any point that it's too close to the street, or it is just not situated well within the property. It sits well within its lot size. And like I said, walking into this home, I think it instantly gives you that, feeling of, you know, this is just a unique home. Like, I just want to just be here and I have everything I need. Now, with that being said, this is a unique home. It has unique features and a unique look, and that just means that you need a unique type of buyer. You're looking for a very niche buyer here to buy this here particular property, which is fine. You can get that. You may get somebody that wants to use this property for things other than buying. Obviously, there's no HOA out here, so they may want to rent out the property. They may want Airbnb or whatever they want to do. But nonetheless, you have to find that buyer, or you may get someone that could really use, or is something that they're looking for. That's just a smaller pool of buyers than your common home buyer. But nonetheless, I want to know what you guys think. What did you guys think about the feel here when you walked in? The exterior of the home as well, having that nice layered look, I thought was pretty unique. Now, how much are they asking for this home? What do you guys think? They're asking $749,000 for this here particular property. Now, it's been on the market for 116 days. And they did, when it first listed, they were on the higher side of the 700 range, closer to 8. So they did back that down some. But do you see this very unique home selling fast? And if there is any improvements that could help it, what would you suggest? The only suggestions that I would have is, like I said, all of the wood themes look really, really well. Maybe a little bit more updating in the kitchen here. The kitchen is not bad, but I've definitely seen nicer kitchens in renovations. So things like, obviously people like pop fillers, but a backsplash to go behind me here around the boundary of the kitchen, like the middle boundary of the kitchen, I think would really help set this apart as well. And having that type of feel would really help this home too, because when you walk in the door, I'm looking at the front door, the kitchen is one of the first things that you see in this home. So without further ado, it's been your favorite bearded agent. And as always, guys, thank y'all for watching, and comment below. Let me know your thoughts. What do you guys think about this unique Hearthstone design home? I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.